Welcome back, viewers. In this session, we are going to cover mortgage, one of the main types of charges. Let's look at what is the meaning of mortgage. Mortgage is basically a transfer of interest in an immovable property to secure an advance loan or an existing debt or a future debt or a performance of an obligation. Let's look at what are the types of mortgages. Types of mortgages: 1. Simple mortgage. 2. English mortgage. 3. Usufructory mortgage. 4. Mortgage by deposit of title deeds. 5. Mortgage by conditional sale. And 6. Anomalous mortgage. Remember, few types of mortgages are very popular in nature in the business dealings. Let's look at what are the different features of this. At the outset only, I want to tell you, please take screenshot of this. This is going to help you in your exams with multiple questions could come on this slide only. So I'll just read it in a very specific manner in terms of meaning, which is very important. So meaning wise, what is simple mortgage? It has no right to sell or get any income from property. So, and mortgage which is sale is ostensible or apparent and not real, that is a mortgage by conditional sale. Usufructory mortgage is a mortgage is put in possession of a property but only legal and not physical. Mortgage by transfer, mortgage by property on a condition that it will be transferred upon payment of mortgage property, that is English mortgage. Equitable mortgage, it is affected only in towns notified by state government, that is housing loan mortgage and preferred by bank. Anomalous mortgage, this is totally different type of mortgage, negatively defined, that is should not be any of the 5 types of mortgages. And if you look at the extreme right of this column, as far as the power of sale is concerned, it is combination of 2 mortgages and registration is mandatory. Now let's concentrate on the first 5 in terms of the power to sell. So in first case, mortgage has no power. In second sale, agreement to sell on a date of mortgage, that is actual sale on default, that is mortgage by conditional sale. Usufructory mortgage allows owner after 30 years if no suit for redemption by the mortgagee. In case of English mortgage, absolute transfer of internally to mortgages, and in case the money is paid, property returns back. And in case of equitable mortgage, mortgagee in case of default. Let's look at the rent aspect and the income of mortgage property. In case of simple mortgage, mortgagee has no right for any rent. In case of mortgage by conditional sale, mortgagee has no right again income of trade at rent of property. In case of usufructory mortgage, mortgagee has right to receive rent and adjust dues. In case of English, mortgagee has a right, and in case of equitable mortgage, mortgagee has to take permission from mortgagee. Let's look at the rent point of view. In case of simple and mortgage by conditional sale, the mortgagee has no right for any interest. Whereas in usufructory mortgage and English mortgage, mortgagee becomes owner and has right to receive interest in both the cases. And in case of equitable mortgage, the mortgagee has to take permission from the mortgagee. Possession of property. Mortgagee has no right to possession in simple mortgage. In case of mortgage by conditional sale, it is with the mortgager. In case of usufructory mortgage, mortgagee is a legal possession and not physical. And in last, that is in English mortgage, the possession is with the mortgagee, and in case of equitable, it is with the mortgager. Remember here, as far as registration is concerned and right to sue is concerned, it is the same for all, that is registration is mandatory and the parties can sue in this case. And from a formal agreement point of view, the registration is mandatory. So in case of simple mortgage, yes, it is required, and in case of mortgage by conditional sale, it is not required depending on the formal provision. In usufructory mortgage, unless there is formal provision, again not required. In case of English mortgage, formal provision to pay on specific date, and in established mortgage, yes, it is mandatory. So remember students, this slide is very important. Take a screenshot and it will be useful for your all MCQs. Let's look at the other important aspects. The rule of priority in case of successive mortgage is in order of time they are created, and limitation period for filing suit for a sale mortgage property is 12 years from the date of mortgage debt becomes due, and limitation period for filing a suit for a foreclosure is 30 years from the date mortgage debt becomes due. So 12 years and 30 years. Now let's check what we have learned. In case of creation of registered mortgages, the mortgage deed should be presented for registration with the Register of Assurance within dash months from the date of execution of the deed. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. The answer is D, that is 4 months. Next question, in respect of loans that charge created on the property purchase or constructed out of the bank loan is by way of hypothecation, mortgage, pledge, lien. Answer is B, that is the mortgage. Let's check again about a sentence which is whether it is true or false. Limitation period for filing a suit for a sale of a mortgage property is 30 years from the date of mortgage debt becomes due. Answer is B, that is it's false. We will look at appropriation in our coming session.